Hey guys, welcome to my channel Infotech with Zafar Khan. Today I am going to discuss a new lecture of DevOps series, that is lecture number 7. In this lecture, we will discuss about the GitLab. We will create an account in GitLab. We will show you how to create an account on GitLab. Very important video. Most of large companies like T-Mobile, Cloud Native, Siemens, NVIDIA. So these are the big players and they are trust on GitLab because it is more secure. GitLab is a very popular and is free services. So before we start, let me recap about the Git. So Git is a version control system. Locally track the changes to our local folder and push it into the remote repository. It also pulls the changes from remote repository to our local repository. So remote repository is nothing but a GitLab, GitHub, and there is another service called Bitbucket. So GitLab, GitHub, and Bitbucket, these are basically services that allow to host your project on a remote repository and have additional features that helps in software development lifecycle and CI/CD. These services have number of features that managing your project, sharing of codes, documentation, bugs, tracking, and issues management, and of course, CI/CD. Now, what is CI/CD? CI/CD is automate your software development workflow and deploy better quality code using a continuous and iterative process to build, test, and deploy. Also helps to avoid bugs and code failure. So this is the basically for CI/CD, continuous integration and continuous delivery. So today I will focus on GitLab. So now what is GitLab? GitLab is an open source code repository, collaborative software development platform for large DevOps and DevSecOps project. DevSecOps means developed, secure, and operate projects. GitLab is a free for every individual. Anybody can create an account on GitLab. Okay. So this is a basically open source, and this open source software project was created by the Ukrainian developer Dmitry Zaporizhits, and there is another developer that is Dutch developer whose name is Cisse Sijbrandis. So basically, I want to create an account on GitLab. So let's go to browser first. Okay. So I am in the Google browser and just type gitlab.com. So here this is the first page of the GitLab. So this is asking login and register. If you have already account, then you can log in over here and you provide the user ID and password. You can directly go on the GitLab account. And if you don't have an account, then you can register over here. It will ask you some information. So I'm clicking here. It's available now. Okay. I'm not a robot. So asking something. Traffic light. So probably this one, and this one also, this one also. Now next is bicycle. Where is bicycle? Bicycle, where is? I could not find the bicycle. If we then click skip. Okay, yes, fine. So almost there. Once I click it to register, then it goes to your account and just confirm on your account. So just check it. Here the mail which I have received now. So confirm your account. So now I got confirmation. So let's log in now. Okay. So gitlab.com. So let's log in now. So welcome to GitLab on my account. Okay, so role is something you can provide anything, software developer or whatever it is. Please select. I want to use GitLab existing repository. A different reason put it over there. Then why you is optional. Okay, who will using the GitLab? Just me. Mention over there. What would you like to do? Create a new project, join a project, and the email is optional. So let's continue. Okay, what it is. Something issues. Okay, so what I will do, I'll remove all those things and log in again. Okay, so let's put gitlab.com. I don't know why those information they have asked. So GitLab, I think I am there inside. Let's create a project. Create a blank project. Okay, so now it is created. Basically, there are a lot of information they were asking. I don't know why they were asking. So anyway, so now this is basically for the group, and this is the project. So if you want to create a project, suppose I am creating my new project, my new project. Okay, so I have created now. So this is the benefit where you can create a private as well as the public also. So if you compare with GitHub, it always asks you to create a public, because that is a public one. If you put the private, it will charge you. Okay, so but in the GitLab you can create a private as well as public. So not an issue. It will not charge you. Okay, so just I'm putting the private and just create project. So my project has been created. Okay, so this is the project one, my project, my new project. Okay, let's click over there. This is the project ID and the project name. It is created now. Okay, so nothing is there, so that's why I will just go to the terminal, and then I will pull over here and we'll check whether the file has been pushed or not. Okay, so let's go to the, okay, so this is the account which I have created now. So go to the gitlab.com and create an account, which we have done now. And we have also signed in, and we already created new project. This is my project. Okay, so after that you can pull, push, or whatever you want. You can even you can clone as well. Okay, so it's a very simple and very similar to the GitHub, which I have shown already in the previous slide. So now the step to push the existing project to GitLab, how to do that? So first create the GitLab repository, that we have done it already. Then copy the Git URL. Git URL means GitLab URL. So I'll find it over here. So I will copy this one. Let's copy it. Okay. I'll copy it? I'll connect it basically from remote repository to local repository. So I will mention over there in our local repository to, I will add basically add the this URL into our local repository to connect into the remote repository. So I'll do later. Okay, so I have copied it, and then issue git init command means execute this git init command in the base folder of your development project. So once you have a git and everything has been all installed, then you create a folder, and that is the base folder for your development project. And there you can, that folder you can initialize by this command git init. And after that you can add it, or create a file. You can add it, and add means it's place it into the your staging area. Staging area is here, it is mentioned that git index. And then once it is placed, then finally you can commit it. And once it is committed, then connect the remote local repository to remote repository which you have already copied. And then once it is connected, then push it. Git push operation used by -f and -u. -f forcefully pushing, and u is the switches basically. And then once you pushed it, you just go to the GitLab and check and confirm whether the file has been pushed over there or not. Okay, so these are the basically commands which we will do it. Okay, so git init, git add, and then we'll commit it. Finally we will first initialize our base folder. Okay, and then we'll create a file over there, and when that file I have to place it onto the staging area. So this command will place this file into the staging area, and then this command is used to commit that one. And you just execute this command. So git remote add origin, and then the URL which you have copied. So I have mentioned over there, this is the basically group, and this is the project. The project name here I have mentioned different, and now I have created in front of you a different new project. Okay, so it should be here in the new project, and then git this execute this command to push over there. So let's go to the browser over here. I mean EC2 instance. So I have created an EC2 instance and let's copy it and just connect from the terminal. Okay, so I'm in the desktop. Let's check. Oh yes, so SSH. Let me check the key. It's a GitLab key, and it's readable only, so we can connect it now. SSH-I, and then gitlab.pem ec2 user @ control v. I have given this public IP. Okay, public IP I have copied it. So to connect the EC2 instance. So yes, I want to connect it. So I have connected now. So let's switch to the root user. Sudo su. I have done all those things earlier in my previous slide. If you go through in a sequence, you will get it lot of information. Again and again I am doing so that it will be crystal clear for you. Okay, so now install git first. Yum install git -y. So it is installing. Let's check which git. Yes, it is installed now. Okay, and now let's create a folder mkdir git -demo. So as I told in the slide, it's initialize it, then add it, and then commit it. So let's initialize this one. So git, first you have to go inside the directory git demo. Okay, then initialize this git init. It is now initialized. Okay, so let's create a folder, and once you initialize it, it will remember it by default. It is created a master branch. It is in master branch. Check git branch. It will not show right now, but once you commit, then it will display it. Okay, so but remember it, when you initialize a folder, it will create by default master branch will create. So using the master branch, here it is mentioned the master branch. Okay, so now uh, create a file over here. So just echo and then hello world, put the file name git file. It is there. Check git status. So it is untracked file. So what I will do, I will place it into the staging area. So git add add git add file. So this is now placed. Now it is a green color, means it is on place now. Okay, so now we'll commit it. Git commit -m, committing on master. What I have done, something I did wrong. Yes, git commit -m and then double quotes, committing on master. Again I have done wrong. Oh yes, now so I have done it now. So it's a this one I have missed it. So now I have committed it. Okay, so it's ready to push. So before pushing it, we have to connect. So how we will connect it? We have copied the URL of repository. Okay, so first we'll check in which branch we are. Okay, so we are in the main branch here. It is showing the main branch. It is showing the main. So if you are in the main branch, it will not push. So you have to create a branch in this project, either here, or you can create a branch over here. Okay, so let's create a branch over here to check you are in which branch. So git branch, you are in master branch. So let's create a branch. Git branch main. Switch over there. Git checkout main. So git switched now. Git branch. Check it. Okay. It's a main branch now. So whatever the contents we have, that is already copied over here. Again we have to commit it. Okay, so let's commit. Committing on main. So it committed on the main branch. So now connect it. So git remote, and what is the project name? My project. Just copy it. Git remote add origin and put this URL name. It is now connected. So let's push it. So it will ask the username. Username means is authentication. So I have already authentication. I'm not sure whether it is expired or not. Let me check. I got a mail basically. No, so fertile authentication fail. So let me give the password. Whether it is working or not. So username. Yes, it is working. The password is working. So basically, for GitHub, it was asking the authentication token, but in a GitLab, I mean, password is fine for to push that one. So it is now pushed. It is 100% now. Okay. So let's check what it is telling that we have done this one, we have done this one as well, and we committed and then connected, and we have finally we have pushed it. So these commands give, I mean, we have already done. So now just go to the GitLab and check whether the file git file was name was git file, so whether it is pushed or not. So let's go to that browser. Okay, so let's refresh this one. So here it is. This is now pushed already. Okay, so this file hello world I have written over there. So it is now pushed in the GitLab. So we have checked that. Remember this one. Main branch should be there. Main by default here. If you create an account in the GitLab or even the GitHub, by default they create a main branch. Okay, so either you create over here in the branch name as a master, because here if you initialize, when you initialize it a folder, by default it will create a master branch. So either you create over here the main branch, or you create here in a repository and on the remote side as a master branch. So either way you can do that, but if it is created main one, so here you can also change the create a branch of main and then do on the main branch. So whatever you do. Otherwise, if you are pushing from the main branch and they are in the repository, it is showing master branch, it will give the error. Okay, so we'll create a confusion. So now we have pushed it. Okay, So let's go to the slide now. So we have done this one. Okay. So now we'll also discuss about the GitLab and I mean, what is the difference between the GitLab and GitHub? Okay. Let me log in just. Okay. So now basically what is the difference between the GitLab and GitHub? So GitLab has a continuous the I mean basically core difference between the GitHub and GitLab is GitLab has a CI/CD, I mean continuous integration and continuous delivery, and DevOps workflow built in. So this is basically for the DevOps workflow built in, whereas the GitHub works with the CI/CD tools of your choice, but you will need to integrate them yourself. Like GitHub users typically work with a third party CI program such as Jenkins, Circle CI, and then Travis CI. So these are the basically third party program. Jenkins is one of the important one. I will show you. Next video will be the Jenkins. Okay, and another important difference is GitHub basically prioritize speed. Okay, GitHub, whereas the GitLab focuses on reliability. So now the question is, which one is the better, whether it is GitLab or GitHub? So for self-hosted private repository, GitLab is a better choice. You can get started without having to pay any monthly subscription fees. I have started now in front of you. Okay, so there will be no monthly subscription. So both options are great for the open source project. GitLab is offering premium feature for free, whereas the GitHub offering access to a large pool of active open source developers. So these are the overall concept of GitLab. Okay, so we have discussed mostly about the GitLab, and we have shown in the lab as well how to create an account and how to push the file from our local repository to remote repository into the GitLab basically. Okay, so overall, I have completed the Git part almost. Okay, I have uploaded 5 videos in Git and GitHub and GitLab, and whatever the information I have given you and I have provided, that is enough for the DevOps engineer. Remember it. Whatever the 5 to 6 slide of videos I have uploaded over there, and the information which I have provided, that is enough for the DevOps engineer. I recommend you guys to go through these videos in sequence. These are available in the playlist of my YouTube channel Infotech with Zafar Khan. If you really want to learn, please go through it. Also, if anything which I missed, please mention in the comment section. I will try my best to answer your all queries. Okay, so my next video would be the Jenkins, and I will upload shortly, almost completed probably, so we'll upload shortly. Till then, thank you.